All right. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for all attending the National Conference of Emerging Leaders here in the great city of New York. I am very excited to start the ceremony, as we have a great speaker here today, who's going to talk a little bit about adversity and overcoming different obstacles in the workplace as well as in our lives. Today's guest speaker, first I would like to begin with a quote written by Albert Einstein. He says, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." And to an extent, that is exactly what adversity is. Now, today's guest speaker, American entrepreneur and stockbroker, Christopher Gardner, is going to talk and elaborate a little bit about the downfalls in corporations, as well as some of the demise in all of our employees and our personal lives. He's also going to talk about a little bit how he overcame barriers and different obstacles in his own life to make him the successful man he is today. All right. Many of us in here, we're all budding professionals, eager to get started into this workforce, although many of us have not been really, so to speak, put to the ropes, have our back to the ropes. And that's also very common in today's society, in our workplace, as many of the managers, when they're faced with a pressure or an issue, they fold. In today's marketplace, it's common that our stock price may fall, or we have a lack of funds in our operations, or maybe there may be a manager or an employee who we don't really quite like or enjoy working with. It is the courage and our perseverance and our adversity that has helped us in our organization become successful. For example, Blockbuster, they had a sudden rise in competition, that being Netflix and Redbox. It is their lack of innovation, their lack of adversity, which was a direct reflection on their downfall and their what's it called?
Demise.
Ultimate demise.
Collapse.
Implosion.
Everything. All the above. All right, now Christopher Gardner, he opened his brokerage firm in 1987. In 2006, he sold his small stake in the firm for $26 million. Now, many of us in here do not, or maybe never heard of Christopher Gardner, or are unaware of who he is, although many, or almost all of you, have heard of his autobiography, that being The Pursuit of Happiness. This story depicts his life on the streets as a homeless man with his child, Chris Jr., all while maintaining his training program at E.F. Hutton, as well as his knowledge on investments and trying to exceed and learn. And then soon, a couple of years later after this program, he was offered a full-time position and started his success story. So without further ado, let us all assist me in welcoming the entrepreneur, the investor, and the man who's an inspiration to all of us, Mr. Christopher Gardner.
No problem. No.
I was trying to, you saw it?
I like
I was
it.
practicing that.
This is the Bill Clinton.
No, this is
I don't know what it
This
was.
is the Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton did